This is the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine. It's the newest product from Dyson and their first wet-dry vacuum. The V15s Detect Submarine is essentially a Dyson V15 Detect vacuum. It includes all the same stuff that the V15 comes with, including the motorized cleaning head, soft roller head for dry dusting, and numerous attachments. However, it also includes the new Submarine wet-dry mopping head. In terms of vacuuming performance, it's going to be identical to a V15. In this video, we're going to focus primarily on the mopping capabilities and overall performance from the new Submarine wet-dry mopping head. If you'd like to see how the vacuum performs, we have a deep dive video on that as well. This video is sponsored by NapLab. NapLab is our sister channel where we put mattresses to the test. We test mattresses through our battery of 9 different tests to create the most objective, transparent, and helpful reviews possible. If you're in the market for a new mattress and need help, visit us over at naplab.com or on our channel on YouTube. Let's talk about what this new Dyson V15s Detect Submarine does best. Since it's a vacuum mop combo, it makes it a perfect one-stop shop for home cleaning. The greatest pro by far is simply the versatility. There are a ton of attachments, most notably the new Submarine head, soft roller brush for dry dusting hard floors, and full-size vacuum cleaning head. While the price is indeed high, you essentially have 3 machines in one here. In addition, the Submarine has an extraordinarily long runtime. Using the Submarine attachment, the V15s is able to run for 202 minutes. With the vacuum attachment, you'll get a little over 68 minutes of runtime on low power. However, there are definitely some trade-offs with this design. Let's talk through the important consideration points for the V15s Submarine. Unfortunately, the Submarine wet-dry attachment does come with some drawbacks. With its small clean and dirty water reservoirs, you'll be making frequent trips to empty and refill. Unlike other wet-dry mops we have tested, this attachment doesn't come with a self-cleaning mode, extending the amount of cleaning maintenance needed for this machine. Lastly, the price is incredibly expensive. While it is true that you get a ton of attachments, there's no denying that the price point is high, even for Dyson. At Modern Castle, we test 7 different factors that impact the performance, build quality, and usability of wet-dry vacuums. On screen is a complete list of our testing categories and their performance. The Dyson V15s Detect Submarine has outstanding performance for its vacuum capabilities, but unfortunately has pretty mediocre performance with its new Submarine wet-dry mopping attachment. The first test we looked at was the dry debris removal. We put it against 4 different debris types on hardwood flooring. We measure ½ ounce of each debris type, laying it in rows on the floor for the mop to clean. In our dry debris test on hardwood, the Dyson V15s Submarine was able to remove 70.1% of debris by weight. This is 11.0% less debris than the average of 81.1% based on all of our debris tests to date. The biggest issue we saw during testing was capturing the larger debris in the testing area. It struggled to collect the cereal, rice, and kitty litter, instead pushing it around the testing area. That said, it's still a Dyson V15. In the majority of dry debris cases, I would recommend just switching to the standard cleaning head for better cleaning performance. For our stain test, we test to see how the Dyson Detect Submarine is able to remove dried-on stains. For this test, we stain a piece of tile flooring with grape juice, allowing it to dry. We then run the wet-dry vacuum over the stain on the highest moisture and suction mode available. The Dyson V15s Detect Submarine was able to remove our testing stain. However, it took 18 passes in order to completely remove the stain. In the Submarine's defense, the stain was left for multiple days before it was completely dry and needed to absorb a considerable amount of water before the cleaning head was able to remove it. To test how well the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine mops on a broad scale, we perform a full clean of our 1,000 square foot office and studio space. After cleaning, we emptied the dirty water tank and observed how much dirt and debris was removed. During this test, one observation we made was the cleaning difference between the standalone liquid versus liquid with small debris. The Dyson Submarine attachment performed exceptionally well in collecting the standalone liquid. However, it struggled to collect liquid with small debris. In our opinion, this attachment is an excellent solution for standalone liquid mopping, but it isn't great at actually vacuuming debris. Overall, it had excellent performance cleaning our lab and removing dirt from our floors. For our edge cleaning test, we tested to see how close the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine is able to clean near walls, baseboards, and the perimeter of the room. To test this, we placed half an ounce of sugar, kitty litter, and rice directly along the edge of the wall, extending out 4 inches from the wall. In our edge cleaning test, the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine was able to remove 88.9% of debris by weight. The remaining debris was pushed up against the wall trim. You'll need to be careful while cleaning close to walls. The Dyson V15s Submarine has an exposed roller at the front of the cleaning head, so if you push the roller up against the wall, the roller will stop spinning from the wall contact. Unfortunately, this causes the submarine to miss additional debris that normally would be suctioned by the vacuum. To test the crevice cleaning capability of the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine, we use a specially built cleaning lane that has 3 distinct crevices of varying depths. We fill the crevices with sugar and run the vacuum over each crevice on the highest suction power with a single forward and backward pass. In our crevice test, the V15s Submarine was able to remove 54.7% of debris by weight from the deepest crevice. Since the submarine does not have a suction feature, it struggled to collect debris in our deep crevice. God. Our build quality test is a subjective test where we examine and assess the major material and design components of the vacuum. Specifically, we're looking for build and design issues that are more likely to break and or be difficult to use. Overall, the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine has exceptional build quality. Since this model is effectively identical to the V15 Detect, it carries the same quality we see in all Dyson vacuums. The plastic is thick, with all attachments fitting properly, and the wheels on the roller head attachments were smooth and allowed the vacuum to glide over the floor without issue. When looking specifically at the submarine attachment, its lightweight and sturdy plastic show promise for repeated use and durability over several years. Although, one major design flaw we have with this attachment is the unsealed dirty water tank. After cleaning, if you tilt the attachment at even the slightest degree, the dirty water will spill out onto your floor. For our runtime test, we check to see how long a single full charge lasts in each mode. We do this by cleaning with a wet dry vacuum until the battery dies. In our runtime test, the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine had an exceptionally long runtime of 202 minutes on the mop power mode. According to Dyson's website, the Dyson V15s Detect Submarine has a runtime of 60 minutes. However, we believe their mentioned runtime is for the standard V15 with a vacuuming head, which in our test came in at around 68 minutes. Wet dry vacuums can be loud while in operation. To measure how loud, we run them on hardwood flooring on each power mode to measure the noise generated with a sound meter. Before the test, we take a measurement of the ambient noise in the room to use as a baseline comparison to the wet dry vacuum. During our noise test, the Dyson V15s Submarine generated a max noise level of 67.7 decibels on mopping mode. This is 0.3 decibels quieter than the average of 68.2 decibels based on all of our noise tests to date. Since the wet dry roller doesn't have any suction with this attachment, it comes in significantly lower in terms of decibels measured. However, with the vacuum attachment, it produces the same decibel levels as the standard Dyson V15 Detect, with the loudest mode measured at 77.4 decibels. Here's what it sounds like while mopping. The Dyson V15s Detect Submarine does come with all of the accessories that the standard V15 comes with the addition of the Submarine wet roller head. The Dyson Submarine attachment had exceptionally good movability and excellent turning, while also being able to lie completely flat, allowing for more precise and versatile cleaning. The Submarine has an estimated yearly maintenance cost of $30. On screen now are the major maintenance tasks for the Submarine. Cleaning and maintaining the submarine attachment is a task that you will need to perform after every use. Since the submarine does not come with a self-cleaning base station, the owner will need to wash the roller head and empty the dirty water manually. This is a pretty big miss in our view. We've tested a number of other high-performance wet-dry vacuums over the years, and almost all have a self-cleaning feature. Given the price point of the V15s Submarine, I really expected better. Like any handheld cordless stick, weight matters. The Dyson V15s Submarine is the lightest wet-dry mop cleaning device we've tested to date. Its compact size makes the Submarine extremely maneuverable, giving users excellent handling ability. While the V15 model is an outstanding vacuum that sets high standard for cordless stick vacuums, the Submarine wet cleaning roller is a mediocre attachment for the V15 lineup. Don't get me wrong, the attachments and the stellar performance of the Dyson V15 make this an excellent product that would go perfect in any home. However, if you're intending for this to be your primary wet-dry mop and not a vacuum, we recommend looking elsewhere. This is just too much money for an attachment that really fails to live up. Well guys, if this video I hope found helpful. Comments, questions, please drop us those notes down below. If you're interested in buying the Submarine, we've got a link in the description. For more from Modern Castle, be sure to get subscribed, ring that bell, and visit us over at moderncastle.com. As always, thank you so much for watching.